Once again, this is another impromptu video like the other day. I am so goddamn sick of stupid NASCAR fans who think they know everything that they need to know about the sport and what they think it needs to be changed and whatnot. The race today was one of the hottest races, I think, of the year. And the many guys in the field had to get either IV or had to rehydrate because that race was in like 95-degree weather, sun beating down on them. Car was so hot that inside of Allgaier's car, saw the temperature gauge, it pretty much got so hot that it just said hi. That means it was goddamn hot. 10 laps to go in the race. Chase asked for them to get medical personnel to his car after the race was over because 1, dehydrated, 2, it's hot as hell, and 3, he's basically on the verge of passing out. So don't joke about this crap. And some guys, of course, guys are saying this, men, grown men, probably sitting on their asses at home in their air-conditioned houses, watching the race on TV, while these guys are sweating their asses off in the car for 3 to 4 hours straight. 150 plus degrees inside of a car. We're like, why don't they have cooling systems in their car? This and that. And I'm like, because these aren't cup cars. Don't get that type of technology inside their cars. Plus, Chase is filling in for another driver. So that's not technically his car that he runs on a regular basis. So some people's cooling systems were not working, or it was just too damn hot that was just blowing hot air or whatnot. So Chase got out of the car. You can see he was on the verge of passing out. He sat on the side of his door, putting his head down on the roof of the car. He was sweating his ass off. Needed a towel. He sat on the side of his car. Probably had low blood sugar, so he drank some Mountain Dew. And people made a big deal about drinking Mountain Dew. Granted, that's one of his sponsors. And my guess, he was just low on blood sugar. I don't know. I'm sure he got water too, but they didn't show that. They just showed him drinking his Mountain Dew. And he poured water all over himself to cool him off. He sat on the side of his car. My medical personnel was looking at him to make sure he was okay. He got up on his own accord and went to the ambulance to go to the infield care center to get bags of IV. And he was perfectly fine after that. And people were like up in arms, like, why isn't this race run at night and this and that? Because NASCAR doesn't dictate the times. The network does. Network dictates what time these races are run. And plus, they had to do cup qualifying right after the race. So he had an hour to rehydrate, get cooled down, and then go out and qualify, which he qualified third, I may add, kicking some ass. So, anyway, people are just bitching and complaining, thinking that they know it all, and saying stupid things like he's such a wuss, he needs to condition more, people saying just bad words, the P word, and it was just awful. I'm like, why don't you guys get in a fire suit, full gear, in a cup, any kind of car, race car, especially Xfinity, run for 2 to 3 hours straight, 95-degree heat outside, 150 degrees inside the car or more, and see how well you do without air conditioning. I would love for you to try that. And I guess most of those people won't say that to these drivers' faces, that they're a wuss and they're like big. Some people said Case was being a crybaby. I'm like, where was he crying exactly? He was hot and overheating from a race that he knew he should have finished better in, but he didn't. So, shut up. Some men fans make the sport look bad. Like, everyone's like saying, oh my god, I hope he's okay, this and that. Drink some water, la-di-da, hope he's good by tomorrow. Like, he was perfectly fine after he got those bags of IV. They did an interview with him after he got out of the infield care center, said he was perfectly fine. But those bags of IV work wonders, make you feel a million times better. So, even the fittest of drivers like Jimmy Johnson and like Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane, and all those other people all get IV fluids no matter what. Texas last year, Jimmy overheated at Texas in Victory Lane. He was pale as a freaking ghost and had to get IV. After Indy last year, Casey Kane was winded, out of breath, and about on the verge of passing out, which he probably did in Victory Lane. Got IV fluids. Any man who's in physically fit shape can get overheated and be dehydrated and this and that. You don't have to be like this special kind of person and think you don't need it and whatnot. If you're a man enough, you will go get hydrated and take care of yourself. These drivers condition their asses off before each and every race. They work out, they at least try to eat healthy for the most part. Other than that, the healthiest, most fit guys in the field know when enough is enough and they have to get some help, and Chase asks for help. The winner, especially of today's race, asked for ice, water, and all this stuff when he got into Victory Lane. It's not just certain drivers that need it. Every driver needs it. Everyone was asking for ice and water to rehydrate themselves. And now Chase has to go run a 400-mile race tomorrow. So, and it's probably going to be even hotter tomorrow. And I think he's doing double duty next weekend too at Daytona, which is going to be even worse. So he's going to have a lot of conditioning to do. So the trolls and haters, until you know how these drivers are inside the car and how they run and how they feel, I won't be talking. And if you say these rude things, I know you won't say them to their faces because you're all trolls and keyboard warriors or armchair crew chiefs, I may add. So that's my rant. I'm just sick of people saying these drivers aren't athletes when I feel like they're more of an athlete than like soccer players or hockey players or this and that, because they go through so much crap with inside the car. It's more than just running in circles in a car. It takes a lot of stamina to be inside that car because you're using your arms a lot, and it showed at Sonoma last week with Blaney when he had no power steering whatsoever, so he had to have full control of that car himself. So it just shows how much these guys condition and work out and keep themselves in shape for these races. That's all I have to say. Have a good night.